Hello everyone, welcome back. Just like Games on Demand. Oh, Games on Demand, what the hell am I talking about? That's alright. First mess up of the video in the first few seconds. Anyway, just like Games Under $5, I will be doing another series show, whatever you want to call it, called, I actually don't even have the name of it. It's probably going to be Classic Game Time, something like that. Something along those lines. And I'm going to start in the arcade, which is the game arcade something for the Xbox. And I only have two right now, but I'll probably buy them later, or buy some more. I have an Atari game, which is Asteroids, and then I have an Activision game, pre-Call of Duty, which is Pitfall. It is just as exciting and cinematic as Call of Duty. Alright, so there is something called Classic Mode, which is just the game, nothing special. And then there's Ranked Mode, which is, well, the same game, but it has challenges and leaderboards, which is pretty fun, but I like Classic Mode because you can replay it as many times as you want. And a weird thing with Game Room is that you have to do all this stuff. Like, every time you want to play the game again, you have to go down here and game reset, and there you go, you're playing again. This game is actually pretty addictive. I've played it quite a few times. You jump over the log there. There are certain ways that you have to do it. Like this guy, or not guy, these logs, you kind of have to jump over both of them. But there are some times where you can jump in between it, which I might be able to jump in between those. Yeah, I don't know. You can also jump in place, which helps. See, like these, you can just jump in place and then jump in place. Or jump in place and then jump over. Either way. See, like jump in place, jump over, all that. I'm going to slide over this pitfall. And unlike my other video, the sound quality in this one should be good. I guess for some reason my mic switched back to the lowest quality, which was very random. Now these guys are pretty annoying. It's the alligators, and you pretty much have to jump over all of them before they open their mouth. But if you get to the very edge of their head, like to the right side, you can actually survive even if they do open their mouth. But it takes some timing, and falling into the water, that's definitely not going to help. Alright, so pretty much you have to wait until right now before they close their mouths. Yeah, I've played it that much that I know just when to do it. That part, however, trips you up. And I haven't played it in a long enough time to remember that. But here got me a little, like, tripped up again because I didn't really know what to do here. But you just jump in place. And then on the last one, you can jump over because that kind of helps a bit. And every time you get hit, you lose points, but you don't exactly lose any life or anything like that. The only time that happens is if you hit something deadly, like that snake, or if you fall into the pit. Hence the name Pitfall. Yeah, this is very annoying, too. I usually just jump when I get near the end, because then it really just saves you from dying. Yeah, there's parts like that where it'll open up and drop out, which is actually not really as hard as when there's just a pit by itself. Like right now, I can just run across it. And there we go. Running and hopping, running and hopping. And I'm over it. So it's really not that difficult. It does get tricky later on, especially if you're doing the ranked modes. Alright, and jump. Okay. Timed it a few milliseconds too early. And jump. There we go. See, I'll try to... Yeah, you see where I'm standing? Right here, you don't fall into their mouths. So it's pretty good if you figure that out. I wonder if I can jump in... Oh yeah, I can. So you don't have to jump the entire thing, but if you want to get through quicker, you should. And as you see, there's also a time limit that you have to get through before that time limit goes down, or else you're dead. And I really don't think there's actually an end to this. I think you just keep going. I don't think I've ever gotten to the end. Yeah, these classic games may not be as flashy, but they definitely are fun to play. I actually played it once for nearly an hour straight to get the medal, but I gave up for some reason. I went an hour and it didn't give it to me, so I was pretty annoyed, and I just put the game down. Alright, so there I go, I'm dead. See, now that I'm dead, it's like copyright 1980, blah, 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 Activision. And the way you have to restart is you have to go down here back to game reset. And there's difficulties and stuff up here, but I've never seen what they've done. I've turned them on and off every once in a while, and you can also turn the TV type to black and white, which is pretty cool. But it never really does anything. the black and white obviously does something, but the difficulties, I don't really see a change at all. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the menu here, and I'm going to do a ranked game. If I can find a way to leave. Yes, I am sure. Congratulations! Huh? Alright, so I guess I get those even if I don't play ranked, which is kind of weird. Alright, ranked mode. Here we go. Pokemon battle starting. Not really, but that's what it looks like. Alright, you see there are the medals. I have the Point Buster medal, but I need the Survivalist, which is basically going that long without dying, which is falling into a pit or bit by a snake, fire, all that. These logs don't kill you. And then there is Time Spender, which pretty much just means you have to spend that much time in this game in total. It's not just one game. But the Survivalist is one game. And the way that you can kind of cheat that is you just stand still in the main area, but you have to keep walking back and forward every once in a while, because it will, like, the in-game time and that timer on the corner are two separate timers. So basically, if you stand still for too long, the in-game timer will still be draining down, but the other timer will stop, because it'll detect that you haven't moved in a while, so it'll just turn it off so that you can't cheat like that. So you kind of have to wiggle around every once in a while. Alright, down into the pit. Oh wow, that was pretty well timed. Come here, snake, I'm not afraid of you. And unlike the other one, if you die here, you die completely. You can't restart or anything like that. You can leave and then restart, but your score will completely be gone. Ooh, I'm up on the rankings again. I'm number 5,000 in the world. I'm essentially number 1. Oh, no way, I'm actually 10,000 in the world. 10,001, whatever. Yeah, I was looking at the points. I don't know why that scorpion's always down there. You see him? He's just walking around. It's weird. Yeah, there he is again. It's like he's stalking me or something. Another thing with these old games is I can't tell if he's underground or if he's on like a street next to me. So they don't really show things clearly. And I died. So I'm going to do one more game of that. Oh, Pokemon battle begins. It's not showing my avatar for some reason. It usually does, which makes me look even more like a Pokemon battle. Alright, 2,000 points. I'm 19,000th place. Okay, I just crippled myself. Yeah, falling down those pits, you lose 100 points. And, oh, there's the scorpion again. Yeah, it has that beeping noise that's pretty annoying. I'm going to turn down the video volume for this video, and which is normally what I do anyway, so that it doesn't overtake my voice. Alright, forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, but there's a noise that every time you jump, it goes beep, 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 beep. Every time. And then when you jump on here, it does a which I'm assuming is the George of the Jungle. Just kind of hopscotch my way across this. Yeah, those aren't really very intimidating. They kind of just show up and then... I don't think I've ever fallen in one. The ones standing still, I have. But not these. Because I'm normally quick enough to jump over. As you saw there, I had more than enough time. And there as well. Didn't even really need the rope. This game's all about timing. Yep. Down the pit again. I want to see them do a remake of this game. It'd be so much better if Activision also did the remake. instead of just jumping over logs, you'd have a gun, like shoot the logs. Explosions in the background. Michael Bay is a secret character. Over that. Over that. Over that. Over that. Over that. Into that. Alright, just crippled my legs there. Yeah, you pretty much have to play each of these games for multiple hours if you want to get the Time Spender medal. And if you want to get the achievements, you're going to want to get those medals. So that's pretty much all the achievements are related to how many medals you have. And how many medals you have is related to how many games you have. So you pretty much have to buy, I would say 10 or 12 games before you can get all of the achievements. I don't know, maybe less. I didn't do the math. Because there's a certain amount of medals you need, and you can get a certain amount of... Jumped into the alligator's mouth right there. Fed him dinner. And there's a certain amount of... There we go. There's a certain amount of medals you can get for each game. I think... Alright, I'm dead. I think there's 4 medals in each category. Pretty sure there's one higher than gold, but I'm not entirely sure. But if it does stop at gold, that means you have bronze, silver, and gold for all 3 categories. So you have a total of 9 medals for each game. So if you're really good and you can get all those, then you probably don't need to buy as many games as some other people do. Alright, that was Pitfall, the super exciting epic game. And yeah, next week, I don't know what I'll be doing, but I have quite a few classic games. I have Dig Dug, Galaga, the Battle Zone, I think it is, which is that game where you're in a tank. And then I have Bugs Life, Medieval, all that. So yeah, I have a few weeks of games in there, and I have a few weeks of games under $5. So yeah, that should be good. And I'm also going to be doing a Let's Play for the Castle Map Pack in Halo 4 and the Ender Dragon in Minecraft for the Xbox, which they just added. So I'm going to be preparing for that. I'm going to get some iron armor and all that. Not diamond. I would feel like I was cheating if I used diamond. But yeah, that should be exciting. Alright. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.